So we got second Dallas ICE shooting victim. This is an update. Is pronounced deceased. He has succumbed from his injuries. Apparently he had a wife and she was expecting to give birth any day. So that crazy lunatic that shot up the ICE facility, yeah, he just killed a husband. Right, basically a father. And because he decided, oh, I'm going to shoot up an ICE facility because I hate ICE. But no, he literally just shot detainees. So yeah, I don't know who he was trying to help. I guess he was trying to help the detainees. I guess, I don't know. Jeez. Second illegal migrant hit in the mass shooting at a Dallas ICE facility has died from his injuries, according to his shattered wife, who was expecting their fifth child any day now. Mexican national Miguel Angel Garcia Hernandez, 32, shot at least 8 times during last Wednesday's sniper-style attack and was rushed to Parkland Hospital in critical condition before dying of his injuries, CBS News reported. There was a meme going around on Twitter of the sniper trying to this kid trying to shoot ICE agents, but then accidentally hitting detainees. So it made it seem like it was purposeful. God, it was so fucked up. My husband Miguel was a good man, a loving father, and the provider for our family. His wife, Stephanie Guafeni, said Tuesday in a statement to the League of United Latin American Citizens. LOLAC. Oh my goodness. LOLAC. Oh god. We need to change that. God. We had just bought our first home together, and he worked hard every single day to make sure our children had what they needed. His death is a senseless tragedy that has left our family shattered. Oh yeah, it's super fucking senseless. I do not know how to explain to our children that their father is gone. Reminds me of Erica Kirk, she said. Garcia Hernandez, who was in the U.S. illegally, was detained by ICE after being arrested August 8th for a DUI, Gaffney said previously. A GoFundMe, sorry, I kind of like switched that up. Anyways, a GoFundMe page created by his family described the house painter as their sole provider. Fellow detainee Norlin Guzman Fuentes, oh no, a 37-year-old from El Salvador, was pronounced deceased at the scene at last week's shooting. Venezuelan national Jose Andre Bardones Molina was injured and has since been released from the hospital, the Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office announced. The Dallas ICE field office is expected to reopen on Tuesday with increased scrutiny. It serves as a temporary holding facility for detainees, and in the first 6 months of 2025, it held an average of 47 people each day, CBS News reported. There you have it. I see people who can't speak English, short and square looking, getting out of relatively expensive cars, vans at shopping centers where I live, and wonder how they afford them. My stepdaughter has 3 young kids and needed a minivan. She waited months to buy a used one, and she has a good job. They pay no taxes, don't think otherwise for a pill. Well, there you have it. And then we got this, right? Trump gave Hamas an ultimatum, right? Trump gives Hamas 3 or 4 days to accept his Gaza peace deal. Or meet a very sad end. Oh, very sad. President Trump has given Hamas 3 or 4 days to agree to his Gaza peace deal, or else the Palestinian terror group will face a very sad end. Oh. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Trump touted his 20-point peace deal as the best way to end the 2-year-old conflict in Gaza after Israel agreed to the terms yesterday. We're just waiting for Hamas, Trump said as he presented his deadline. Hamas is either going to be doing it or not, and if it's not, it's going to be very sad end, he added. Nothing that there was not much room for negotiations. Qatari mediators said Hamas, which was not involved in the talks that formed the proposal, was currently reviewing the deal in Doha. Qatari foreign minister spokesman Majed al-Ansari said it was still too early to expect a response from the terror group, but he noted that mediators were optimistic about the outcome. Trump's plan calls for an immediate ceasefire, an exchange of all the 48 hostages, a staged withdrawal of the Israeli army from Gaza, the disarmament of Hamas and disarmament and dismantlement of Hamas, right? Basically, they have to exile themselves in a sense. And the creation of the transitional government spearheaded, well, not exile, but they need to, right, not be a militant group anymore, right? Militant terroristic group. They need to throw down their arms. Spearheaded by an international body. While Hamas has previously agreed to some of these terms, the group has repeatedly rejected calls to demilitarize unless a pathway for a Palestine. Yeah, they keep saying that, but that's like that. Like, you keep saying that, but you keep killing people. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, okay, you. Also, they were gonna give back your prisoners of war because you guys were causing so much shit. So I don't know, man. Israel has repeatedly rejected such a prospect. Look, I don't agree with fucking everything Benjamin Netanyahu did. I mean, yeah, he kind of. I mean, look, when it's war, you got to make decisions. I mean, sure. Look, I don't. If it was Trump, would he make the same decisions? Well, I mean, he nuked fucking Iran, right? I mean, probably, maybe, right? I mean, given the right, if given the situation or circumstance, I think probably Trump would probably do the same thing Benjamin Netanyahu would do. But it'd be a different story because right, with America, we have different armaments than what, right? We have a lot more options to do things than what Benjamin Netanyahu has to do, right? Himself expressing doubts about the details in Trump's deal, which lays the groundwork for eventual Palestinian statehood. Netanyahu, however, supported the deal as he faces mounting pressure to end the war from the Israeli public, which continues nightly protests demanding the conflict end and the hostages be released. While members of Netanyahu's right-wing coalition have repeatedly threatened to dissolve his government if the fighting stops, they have recently signaled their support for the U.S.-backed deal. Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, who has called for the Jewish state to annex the West Bank and Gaza, said he would not torpedo the deal despite slamming it as a tragic case of leadership, an illusion of peace, the Times of Israel reported. See, basically, right, some people in Israel don't, right, they think that Hamas is going to go back on their word because they have done it time and time again. So you have the financial foreign minister, right, obviously speaking his grievances with the situation, right, and he has every right to be fucking, right, perturbed or upset with the situation, right? Because it's right. You had this group of ragtag militant brigading fuckheads who keep fucking with shit. Not only that, but they have a bunch of they're hiding behind a bunch of hostages too, right? So that's even more annoying, right? Hamas is also reportedly reluctant to accept Trump's 20-point deal. Well, I mean, because they don't want to fucking because they right, they want the power. Why else? They want to stay in power. A source close to Hamas also a lot of the Hamas leader, right? A lot of the new old guard are dead. Right, it's just a bunch of new Hamas, right? A bunch of new leaders now. I mean, you may have a few like old people who survive, right? Old people who survived the onslaught, but it's, good luck. Right, it's not the same anymore. A source close to Hamas slammed the U.S.-backed plan as being completely biased to Israel, according to Reuters. Well, I mean, what? What kind of fucking what? Motherfuckers, you're hiding behind hostages. Shut the fuck up. Hamas, however, is facing its own pressure from Arab leaders to accept the deal and end the bloodshed in Gaza. Well, I mean, yeah, because Saudi, right? Remember, who was it? Iran? Yeah, Iran tried to get back at the United States, so they attacked one of the American right military bases that we paid the Saudi Arabia people for, right, to keep that plot of land. So it's like, yeah, they're probably pissed about that one still, because it looks like you were trying to attack them, right? Because it's in their or in borderlands. So yeah. Anyways, Jordan, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Egypt all green lighting the initiative. So basically, you have right. You basically have everyone from the Abraham Accords, right, speaking in on the matter. Basically, everyone surrounding that area. There you have it. Congressional staffer, 35. Doused herself in gasoline before she caught fire and burned to death. Why she did that, I have no fucking clue. A Texas congressional staffer doused her. Also, we're gonna watch. We're gonna see a bunch of weird fucking lefties say a bunch of weird shit now. Anyways, staffer doused herself in gasoline before she caught fire and died. What? Yeah, they don't explain why she doused herself. Regina Santos Aviles, 35, was found engulfed in flames at her Uvalde home. Oh. Oh, was she a... Did she know people of the Uvalde, like, school shooting and shit like that, right? Was found engulfed in flames at home September 13th. She was taken to Brooke Army Medical Center but died from her injuries the next morning. Santos Aviles, remembered by friends and family as a devoted mother to her 8-year-old son, served as the regional district director for Republican U.S. Representative Tony Gonzalez. Wait, she represented this fucking asshole? Really? Interesting. Since 2021. Police officer said she had doused herself in gasoline and was ignited into flames. Why? According to a fire department report obtained by Uvalde Leader News, the Department of Public what the fuck? The Department of Public Safety determined she was alone at the time of the blaze after reviewing home surveillance video. Wait, she was alone? But then why did she douse herself in gasoline? Oh, I'm so confused. Uvalde Police Chief Homer Delgado said there was no indication of foul play, but the Texas Rangers were helping complete their investigation. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Santos Aviles' mother, Nora Ann Gonzalez, described the incident as a tragic accident and said that her daughter's final words were, "I don't want to die." Yeah, that's rough. When we arrived, we learned of the fire behind the residence that had been put out with a fire extinguisher. Fire Department Chief Mario Rangel told the San Antonio Express News. In a statement, Congressman Gonzalez said, "We are all heart-stricken by the recent news." I don't know about that. You don't seem very sincere. Regina devoted her profession toward making a difference in our community. She will always be remembered for her passion towards Uvalde and helping the community become a better place. Police said they were called to Santos Aviles' home in Uvalde at around 9:30 p.m. according to a call sheet obtained by KSAT. The Uvalde Volunteer Fire Department also received a call at 9:39 p.m. for an individual who was on fire. The call was canceled, but firefighters still attended to the home since it was close to the station. So here it is. By the time they arrived, the fire had been put out, Rangel said. At the same time, EMS personnel were attending to a female who had suffered burns. She was transported by EMS and at some point flown to San Antonio Hospital. Her mother claimed that her daughter's death was an accident and that there was a water hose outside of the home. Santos Aviles was described as a devoted mother, loving daughter, sister, and wife, and a loyal friend. Regina lit up every room she entered. She carried herself with grace and confidence that inspired those around her. Her smile was contagious, and her laugh made you feel like you were part of an inside joke. A gift she shared generously with her family, friends, and even strangers fortunate enough to cross her path, her obituary said. At her core, Regina was a woman of heart and service. She cared deeply for her community and was always willing to step in and help, whether through her work or through the simple kindness she showed each day. Regina had a way of making others feel seen, valued, and supported. Yeah, Charlie Kirk too. Anyways, her greatest pride and joy was her son Axel. Every decision she made and every dream she pursued was rooted in her love for him. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, it's still unanswered what the fuck happened, right? Why did she douse herself in gasoline? Like, what? Huh? Alright. 6 confirmed deceased after 6.7 magnitude earthquake in the Philippines. Rescue operation continues as terrifying footage emerges. Shoot. I haven't watched the footage, so I don't know how bad hopefully, oh man, I don't. It must be okay if it's new. Oh shit. I would get away from the windows, to be honest. I would not be close to those windows. Just saying, I would not be close to, I would not be, I would, take cover, guys. All this stuff, all this stuff above you, you don't want to be, you should find a table, yeah? You find a table, go under the table, it will save your life. Anyways. Yeah, that's sketchy as 6 people have been confirmed deceased after a strong 6.7 magnitude earthquake struck the central Philippines. All 6 deaths were recorded in the municipality of San Remigio, in the north of the populous major island of Cebu, local authorities said. The town's vice mayor, Alfie Rainey, told local radio that among the 6 deceased, there were 3 Coast Guard personnel, a firefighter, and a child. Wait, really? Oh man, that's rough. 4 bodies were pulled from a sports center in San Remigio, while a child was crushed by debris. Oh man, in another area of the town. That's rough. According to Philippine television network ABS-CBN. The earthquake struck at sea off the Cebu city of Bogo, a coastal city of about 90,000 people late on Tuesday. Triggered a rescue effort across the north of the island. The quake sent residents scrambling out of their homes as numerous villagers were injured while roads, homes, and a fire station were damaged. Cebu provi, pro, provi, provincial provincial governor, sorry, provincial probably. Governor Pamela Baracutro, Cuatro, Baracuatro. God, I'm so sorry. Unspecified numbers of houses and a hospital were damaged in Bogo. She added that emergency medical teams were being deployed to treat residents, but that the extent of the damage and injuries would not be known until daytime, she said. We're sending already a trauma team there. Doctors and nurses are on the way. Miss Buracuatro told the DZMM radio network. We need medicine, food, and medical teams. There's some photos. Provincial rescue official Wilson Ramos said there could be people trapped beneath collapsed buildings, but the recovery efforts were being hampered by the dark as well as aftershocks. Firefighter Ray Canetti? Canete? Sorry, I don't know how to say it. There's an accent there. Anyway, said that their fire station collapsed in the quake, and first aid had to be given to at least 3 residents who were injured by falling debris. We were in our barracks to retire for the day when the ground started to shake, and we rushed out. Stumbled to the ground because of the intense shaking, Canetti said. Strong shaking from the earthquake could bring considerable damage in poorly built or badly designed structures. Also, if you don't have anything protecting you from stuff falling on top of you, you are extra fucked, right? Said the United States Geological Survey, USGS. There was no tsunami threat after the earthquake, which had a shallow epicenter of around 11 kilometers, according to the Pacific tsunami warning. Kilometers to what, miles, I think it was? I mean, you can go, well, kilometers, so meters to mile, right? Dramatic footage shown a church tower collapsing on Batanian Island as onlookers wailed in fear. Parts of St. Peter and Paul Church, including a large cross and lightning decorations, crumbled to the floor as the ground rattled. Martha Pasilan, a 25-year-old resident of the resort town of Batan, said, I heard a loud booming noise from the direction of the church, then I saw the rocks falling from the structure. Luckily, no one got hurt. I was in shock and in panic at the same time, but my body couldn't move. I was just there waiting for the shake to stop. Oh man, it fucking fucked up that church. Holy shit. Fucked up the road. Yeah, man, fucked up everything. Yeah, earthquake, tremors. Yeah, it's not safe. At this point, you're basically safer to be outside than inside your home in a sense. As long as there's like no like telephone pole or there's a telephone. As long as that's not gonna fall down. Yeah. Another church, the Archdeaconson Shrine of Santa Rosa de Lima in the town of Denbatayan, Cebu. Sorry, I can't say Filipino name. Collapsed into a pile of rubble following the quake. The Cebu provincial government reported that the commercial building and a school in Batayan had collapsed, while a fast food restaurant in Bogo was heavily damaged. The quake caused power lines to trip, leading to outages across Cebu and nearby central islands. The National Grid Corps, of the Philippines said in an advisory, adding it was still assessing the extent of the damage. Elsewhere, a beauty pageant in Cebu City was halted following the quake, while former Big Brother star Sam Pepper was forced to evacuate a restaurant as he was filming a live stream. Wait, what? Really? What is he doing? In a live video message on her official Facebook account, Miss Cuatro urged residents to stay calm and move to open areas, keep away from walls or structures that may collapse, and stay alert for aftershocks. Pretty much. She said the provincial government was assessing the situation and reaching out to municipal officials. Agnes Mirza, a 65-year-old career based in Batayan, said, "It felt as though we would all fall down. It's the first time I have ever experienced it. The neighbors all ran out of their homes. My two teenage assistants hid under a table because that's what they were taught in the Boy Scouts. Well, you should only hide under the table if you know you're in an area where you cannot get out from. So it's like, well, you need protection. Well, you get under sturdy objects so that if something does fall, that protection will break the fall, right? And won't hurt you too much in a sense if it does do that. Anyways, authorities warn that aftershocks are expected in the coming days, urging residents to remain vigilant. The local seismology office warned of a possible minor sea level disturbance and urged residents of the central islands of Leti, Cebu, and Biliran to stay away from the beach and not go to the coast because of tsunami, right? Or not really tsunami, but just in case of you get swept up by the ocean, right? However, Teresito Bacolco, director of the institute, later said that the tsunami warning was lifted with no unusual waves being monitored. Oh, okay, so yeah, because whenever there's basically earthquakes, then there's a potential for tsunamis or a big wave coming to smash your country or land. So if anybody's close to the water, right, at that time, well, if that fucking thing smashes in there, right, well, there's people there. Well, they're gonna get swept, right? The Philippines lies on the Ring of Fire, a belt of volcanoes circling the Pacific Ocean that is prone to seismic activity. Earthquakes occur frequently, but most are too weak to be felt by humans. The strong and destructive ones come at random, with no technology available to predict when and where they might strike. Central Philippines province were still recovering from the storm that hit on Friday, leaving at least 27. Oh yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, they got hit by a storm, and even that one Fuck them. Real bad. Leaving at least 27 people dead, mostly due to drownings and falling trees, yeah. There you have it. Yeah, it's fucking rough out there. Alright, let's see what this is.
Remember the guy who went viral for this?
So what's really going on here, huh? What's really going on here, huh?
What is this? What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Man, I know idiot shit, man.
What a piece of shit.
Huh? Just look like Sully and Jason in them scenes.
Yeah. Pleasant fella. Turns out he got a visit from the police. Not
Uh-oh.
for that. Oh no, for something far worse.
Hello?
Oh.
Open the door.
Why?
Open the door now.
But I'm taking a
Hold on, taking a shit.
I'll open it.
Open it.
Okay. Oh, where are you? Oh, you're on the toilet. Right. Finish off on the toilet quickly, but at this time, time's 2:12. You're under arrest for breach of DV prevention order, i.e. you're at this address, harassment against your sister, and also voyeurism. Namely, you've been recording her while she's getting undressed. Finish
Whoa! Whoa, he's a peeping Tom! Holy shit. He's been recording his neighbors while he's been peeping on his neighbors, dude.
Arrested for perving on his own sister, allegedly. Told you he was
Oh, it was his own sister. Oh, that's even fucking worse. What the fuck?
a nice fella. Why would you even post that online? Turns out harassing women has become a common theme.
Do me a favour, mate. Seriously.
Mate, pack it in, mate. This is our country now, mate.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, it is. Look around. Look around, you idiot. Look around.
Only in Hounslow, mate.
No, everywhere.
Remember, these are the people who shit-libs
What the
insist
fuck
are
is happening?
British and even English simply because they were born here, while they literally claim colonisation of the country on behalf of their native ethnicity, and explicitly assert that they're not English.
It's legal.
No, I'm not English. I do not speak of the
I
English.
don't want to wipe my do with the dry tissues.
Oh, wiping your arse with
What
toilet
the
roll is
fuck is he
apparently some
talking?
backward custom that only English
Why are
people
these people,
do. Then
like,
proceeds to
retarded?
insult her age and the fact that she's taking a bus to work.
They like they go up to you, try to assault you, right, belligerently, try to fuck with you purposefully.
That's what you do.
You fucking prick. Look at you.
And then they try not, and then they purposely try not to speak English and sound like complete
Yeah,
assholes.
take that bus while I drive an Audi. Oi, hey, listen. Oi, listen. Take that bus.
Don't listen to you. You're still 5 years old.
Audi bus stop.
Wow, you've got some shit Audi that's probably 10 years old on a Motability scheme. Andrew Tate, eat your heart out.
Audi bus stop benefits living.
You're all going to work.
You're so English, aren't you?
Going to work.
Get a car then.
Going to
Save
work.
up. Get a car.
Going to
You're on the
work.
bus. Bye.
Going to
Bye.
work.
You're on the flipping bus. Bye, English. This is the English life. Alright, this is the English life. Bus stop every day. Come on, I'm in my Audi. I'm in my Audi. Come on, brother.
What the fuck
Go
is he
stay, sit on
talking?
that bus. Sit on that bus.
You know, people
Bro,
take
you can't touch me, man.
public
He's a real
transit
poster child for integration,
too,
isn't he?
right?
They're really not sending
I'm pretty
their
sure
best.
people
Ever
take
feel
public
like you're
transit
stuck
in
a
his
habit you
own
don't
country
even
that
think
he's.
about? Maybe it's something you reach for during stressful
What?
moments.
What
While
the
hanging
fuck
out with
is-
friends or just
what?
out sheer boredom. Believe me, I've been
These
there.
people
That's
are so
why I was
fucking
excited
retarded.
to try Fume, the
They're
award-winning
literally
flavoured
just
Eddie
trying to
Rice, and
clout
honestly,
chase.
it's been a game changer. Fume, the sponsor of
Like
today's
they're
video, isn't another
you can
vape,
see them.
e-cig,
They're
or nicotine
obviously
product, something
videotaping
totally different,
purposefully.
simple, satifying way to replace
Right,
bad
they're
habits
trying to
without
live.
inhaling
Right,
anything
they're trying to
harmful. No
use
smoke, no
right
vapor, no nicotine,
the
just
rule.
natural
Right,
flavoured air
the
that gives you
rules that
something
are
to
in
reach
place
for
against
without
their
the
own
chemicals.
citizens.
Sometimes breaking a bad habit isn't just about
While
willpower,
completely
it's about
being a
having
fucking
something better
asshole
to
to
reach for
them.
instead. Fume gives you that alternative. Fume has a magnetic, fidget-friendly design that keeps your hands busy and your
I mean,
mind
at this point, he's
engaged.
like
Okay, there's
harassing
nothing to
people,
charge, and
right?
you can use it anywhere. Where that crisp, totally get free Fume top.
A force
QR code on screen right now to
pessimism, a force for good, is turning into something smaller, something more like ethno-nationalism, which struggles to accept that someone who looks like me and has a faith like mine can truly be English or British. There are some who
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the skin color? Or are you talking about like your cultural ethnic background or where your parents came from? Like what?
We will never
You mind elaborating a little bit?
be able to persuade.
Yeah, don't think you'll be persuading this guy.
I don't want to be English.
Why blame the
I
so-called
don't want to
far-right
be
for
English.
saying
Then
they're
why
not
the fuck
British
are you
or
in this
English, when they
fucking English
personally
land?
tell you very directly.
That's true. I don't want to be English. Then why are you in English land? uh,
And besides, the magic soil theory really is going to get tested when
Hey,
you're
these people are
literally
fucking
importing hundreds
hypocrites.
of
When you
thousands of
ask
people
them
from
like
the
a
third
serious
world every
questions,
single year. Good
when-
luck getting them all.
right? When they give you that dumb, right? I don't, what would you even call it? Just belligerently fucking retarded. I don't belligerently retarded comments meant for like what? To try and get a rise out of people for some reason?
All to embrace British identity when a huge proportion of them can't fucking stand us. Meanwhile, in France, forget just following women on the street. One new arrival followed a girl right to her apartment door.
Wait, what? Are you saying this dude was stalking?
Non, non, c'est bon, merci.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hein? Oui, c'est bon, merci, bonne soirée. Non, je veux pas parler. Allez, bonne soirée. Non, 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 non. Non. Je sais pas c'est qui. C'est qui? Mais je sais pas. Mais bon.
Wait, is he trying to enter into the home now?
Non, mais non, pars. Vas-y,
Oh, that's
tu peux-
fucking weird.
Tu peux. Non. J'ai pas de connexion. Pars. Tu peux partir, s'il te plaît.
Mais non, t'inquiète pas.
Non, mais non, pars, s'il te plaît.
J'appelle quelqu'un.
Oui, mais pars en fait.
What
Je te
the
connais pas, tu
fuck?
pars, t'es juste-
This
t'aimes
dude's
pas,
trying to invade their fucking
Tu peux
home.
partir, s'il te plaît. Tu pars, sinon j'appelle le propriétaire. Tu pars, sinon j'appelle le propriétaire.
Ça va comment?
Non, j'appelle le propriétaire. J'appelle le propriétaire.
Je demande un petit service.
Non, tu demandes pas un service, tu rentres pas dans le même comme ça.
What the fuck?
Je te demande pas, tu demandes pas.
Faut que j'appelle quelqu'un.
What the fuck is happening? You might as well just call the
On n'a pas
cops.
de connexion, d'accord?
Ew.
S'il te plaît, pars, sinon j'appelle tout de suite le propriétaire. Tu peux partir, s'il te plaît?
These people aren't just hostile to our way of life, they're hostile to basic decency and civility. They can't be integrated. Thinking you can just make them French or British by writing their name down on a piece of official paper is fucking ludicrous. The only solution is
Yeah, that's
mass
just
deportation.
that shit's fucking ludicrous. How the fuck? Yeah, I
If you
probably
value
would have
what I do
fucking.
and you want to help
I
support,
probably would have
please
slammed that
visit
dude's fucking. I probably would have slammed the
and either
dude.
pledge a one-time donation or subscribe
Get the door,
to join
slam
my
it.
community,
It probably
get
would have
early
fucking
access
hurt his
videos, and
arm, but
message
at
me
the very
direct, and
least, he
exclusive live
was
streams coming soon too.
overstepping his
Check out the
bounds.
locals link down in the description. Don't forget to take a look at the brand new website,
fucking weirdo.
modernity.news.
Anyways,
That's
there
where
you
you'll
have
find
it.
all my
That's what's
content,
happening in
including exclusive
English
articles.
land.
That's modernity.news.
The shithole English land, yes. Where everyone's shitting, pissing, and assaulting people, and then they got that fucking weird, weird sexual assault shit going on over there. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's bad. There, that was Modernity, if you want to check him out.
Drained
He also
the
has
swamp.
a second channel if you
I didn't
want
know
to check
the
that out
swamp
too.
was this dirty and this deep.
Do Democrats want to prioritize the health care of illegal aliens over a government shutdown? Because if the government does shut down, American
Excuse
employees are
me,
gonna be furloughed.
stop it right there. We're not prioritizing. What we're doing is saying simply we want to keep the government open and we want to work with the Republicans and have a bipartisan agreement to keep this government open, and health care is at the top of our agenda.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody. We want to save
Oh,
lives. We wanna make
jeez.
sure-
Oh, no. Oh, God. They went full socialist. They're even talking about illegal aliens. They're talking about criminals too. They're talking about criminals who've murdered people.
That health care is available to those who would die, but having the help of their government.
Maxine Waters, no, don't say that.
Everyone deserves
it's not
health
good.
care.
Even illegals?
Every single person in the world deserves
Just for the
health
record,
care.
as a candidate, you're for illegal aliens getting Medicaid.
I think everyone in the world deserves
That's a
health
yes.
care.
That's a
That's a yes. That's a
I mean,
yes.
That's a Democratic position.
it is a
She
yes,
said,
but
hey,
yeah.
everyone includes
Everyone should
illegals, by the way.
But I mean,
How is this controversial?
But how is it controversial?
How is it
It's not controversial. Why is it? You said everyone, and that lumps in.
to have health care? The
Hey,
answer is yes.
Scott,
you're right. Your categorization of everyone's right identifies those people who are illegal aliens to be also in that fucking bubble too, because you guys are a bunch of retards, and you're doing it purposefully. You know that, right? And then when we say something about it, you're just like, oh no, you're being racist. Oh, you're being xenophobic. You know what? I'm gonna fucking put my foot up your ass. How about that one?
Democrats.
Question.
A lying fuck.
Would you die for me?
Yes.
Think about that.
So you're good with the government shutdown, even
Oh
if
yeah,
it
by the
means-
way, I'd fucking shove my foot up Biden's asshole so fucking fast. Fuck that cancer patient fuckhead. What a fucking shitty president. Worst
giving
president
healthcare
known to
to
man.
people who aren't American citizens.
Well, you keep. That's what you're pushing on.
He stole the
What you're
2020
trying to
election,
do
by the
is
way.
You're
Fuck
standing
you.
here and you're trying to make me say that somehow we're going to put non-citizens over Americans. Quit it. Stop it. This is the kind of journalism we don't need.
No, I'm just
You're
asking
divisive. No, you're not.
Yeah, no,
You're
that's
being
what-
divisive. No,
No, I'm
please. Don't you don't need to
You're
ask
being-
that question. You're just trying to get controversy here. You're not going to get it from
Yeah, me. You're the one who said it though.
me. We want to save health care for all people.
You just said it again though.
Thank you.
I'm just
You are
asking
divisive.
You are divisive.
You are divided, but you just asked you
And
a
if you
question.
see anybody from that
See,
cabinet
this is why old people are retarded and shouldn't speak anymore. Because every time they say something, I don't think they realize what they fucking say.
and you push back on them, and you tell them
Especially
it's
these
not
fucking-
welcome. And with this kind of inspiration, I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Oh, see? Oh, look at that.
behind this door.
Oh, yeah. See? Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Wow. You know when I said Maxine Waters was, was spewing, right, violent rhetoric?
Go and take Trump out tonight. Go and take Trump out tonight.
I don't know. That sounds like an incitement of violence to me. I don't know. I don't know how politicians get away with incitement of violence, but
Door. Who do you see back there? The doors will open. Do they have guns on
that
them?
Tony Gonzalez dude did too.
Are they prepared to shoot us?
What? What?
All
What?
I have to
What the fuck was that about? See?
say is this.
What is
If
that?
you shoot me, you better
is
shoot
that
straight.
inflammatory
There's nothing like a
fucking
wounded
bullshit?
animal.
That's exaggeration there, bitch.
He seems nice, eccentric, but sweet.
Bullshit.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody.
Hey, look. Hey. That's what they said. This was Civity. Obviously, he's taking clips that they've fucking spouted themselves, right? So there's no one you can't say, "Oh, he's faking these clips." He's faking. No, he's not faking these clips. These clips are from these clips are literally from these retards who go out and say this shit. This is why you don't trust ESL people.
There's no way to sugarcoat it.
To fuck
Nobody
with your
likes
system.
Democrats anymore.
Or to
We
try
have
and
no
be like,
voters left because
oh,
of
I
all of our
know,
woke
I know what's
trans
wrong
bullshit.
with your system.
Not
Let's
even
fix
black
it
people
here.
want to vote
No,
for us
no,
anymore.
no. You don't
even
know what the
Latinos
fuck
hate
you're
us.
doing.
So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
Yeah, I do hate you, Chuck
They are
Schumer.
without shame, those Republicans, sinvergüenzas. And you know what? The biggest sinvergüenza, the biggest person without shame is President Trump. Because he has been pushing for this shutdown.
Dude, it's always
for weeks.
President
He
Trump
said,
with these
"Let's have a
people."
shutdown. Let's
Dude, it
make
never
sure that
stops.
we shut out Democrats in this process."
Dude,
I
it
don't think
never
a
sto-
White
it's
House meeting
Trump
would be
this, Trump that.
useful or
He's
productive.
causing
And
everything.
then
It's all
he
Trump's
said when
fault.
he looked at the demands, and the
Trump
demands
did it all.
were about protecting
He is
health
Satan
care.
incarnate.
He then said we could go ourselves, but we're not going to do that.
He is
Instead,
the
we are going
Antichrist.
to demand the health care that Americans deserve.
That's right.
And then what does that shameful man do? After a meeting where you're supposed to be working out details, where you're supposed to be negotiating a deal, you post something that draws.
What are you talking? Are you fucking retarded? You guys post all the fucking time, and you guys should be working. Like what? What kind of stupid ass fucking logic is this? See, this is why I want to shove my foot up their asses. Honestly, it'd be easier just to break their legs and just be done with it.
A sombrero
Jesus.
and a mustache on the leader with whom you're supposed to be negotiating. That's not how you get to a deal. That looks like a little 6-year-old having a temper tantrum. That's right. That looks like a little 6-year-old that any mother would be ashamed of their
What the fuck
child
are you
doing that.
talking
But
about,
while
lady?
America's healthcare
You
is in
dumb
crisis,
bitches go on social
Trump
media
is
and
doomed.
talk up a fucking bullshit
you gonna
storm
cry?
too. Like what?
No, go ahead, Qua.
Actually,
Let me
you guys
see.
do it way
Let me see,
worse.
Qua.
You guys lie about shit. Lie about shit, conflate shit, inflame shit. All for your own gain to fucking be right? Divisive, yes? You wanna use that term? You're doing it purposefully, by the way, you fucking assholes. That's oh, by the way, these people can't say it to your face because if you know that if they say it to your face, you're gonna floor them immediately. So you got people around. Yeah, that chandelier shit, you don't want to be around there.
My gosh.
Try to be in an area that's open and nothing's gonna be crashing on you.
So crazy.
Oh, there goes the lights. Yeah, it took out the power grid.
Scary. I also so scared.
Is it normal?
Is it horrible? No, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not here, but upstairs, it's really strong.
Oh shit! There it goes inside the. It looks like a basketball court of a school. Look how much the camera's shaking. It's like a fucking poltergeist took a hold of it. Oh, look at the lights. Oh shit! It was really popping off there. Holy fuck! What is this? 3 women riding in truck bed ejected in violent LA crash. This is why you don't. This is why This is why it's illegal to have people in truck beds nowadays, because of literally this happening, right?
And at least one person is dead in another violent hit and run. This time in Boyle Heights, 3 women were ejected after riding in the bed of a truck. Now those women are recovering in the hospital.
But another passenger was not so lucky in this crash as it turned deadly, and the driver tried to get away running from the scene but was taken into custody. Eyewitness News reporter Tim
Oh, tried to do a hit and run too?
This was a violent and deadly crash. The suspect was caught just a short distance away. They are now facing serious charges. This van carried away the body of the passenger found dead in this single vehicle crash.
Yeah.
The truck flipped on its
Oh,
side.
Boyle
Witnesses
Heights.
Sunday
Wow.
described the seconds
I just
before
did
impact.
my fucking.
They were driving incredibly
I did a paper on
recklessly.
that place too.
It was very unsafe. They were like giggling, like having fun. To be honest, I think they
Yeah,
they
I
looked
mean,
kind of
look,
like and talked like drunk.
I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
some parts of LA you got to be
This
careful.
video after the crash shows the victim's clothing
I mean,
and
some parts
shoes
of
litter the
right
road.
South
A
California
neighbor
you got
says
it,
the crash
SoCal,
happened
right?
close to where his friend lives out
Or
of their
even
vehicle.
even in the middle of California, right? Right,
The
San
wreck happened
Fran,
just before
San
5
Diego. You
p.m.
still
in
got to be
Boyle
careful
Heights,
in those
just
areas
steps
too.
from LAPD's Hollenbeck Station. Air 7 capturing the dramatic scene. Police believe the truck was traveling west on First Street when it slammed into these parked vehicles. 3 women sitting in the trunk's
Hey,
flatbed
city
were
life is
ejected.
rough.
The driver ran away from the
If you're-
crash
if
but
you're-
didn't get
if you're not
far.
a city
block
person, you
away,
gotta
police
be
took them
careful.
into custody. The injured female victims are
Someone's
in the
gonna have a
hospital in
fucking
stable
shank and it's
condition.
gonna-
Right now, detectives
Right
are
now.
trying to determine
Right.
what speed the driver was
Start
going
jacking
and
shit.
if they were impaired. In
Or
Boyle
just do
Heights,
this hit
Tim
and run
Pulliam,
shit.
ABC 7.
Or you
Eyewitness
get caught
News.
up in some drug bust or some shit, right? Or you can be a cracked out, right, streamer and then, right, OD and shit. Sorry.
These are evil people. These are sick, evil people.
When I go into a pub, they're like, "Hey, Rosie, this is on me. We hate him too. We think he's a horror." And everyone
No one
feels
cares
that way.
about you,
So
Rosie
There
O'Donnell.
isn't the maniacal
Yeah,
cult-like
sure.
fascination with him in America. And in there, there's not here.
Ever since
and
you
that
fucking
allows
started
me to have
flapping your
sanity.
gums, nobody
Because
likes you.
seeing what they're projecting as half the country when it is not, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I believe they're a minority and they're acting like a majority.
Once Alaska chips in here,
Oh,
Michigan
no.
stays the
Oh.
way it is. Arizona
Oh,
stays
shit,
the way it is.
295. Oh,
Nevada stays the
306.
way it is. You're at 312. That's an
Oh,
electoral
no.
landslide, as they say, okay?
It was.
He's the first Republican to win the popular vote since 2004.
I believe
Yeah,
they're a
he took it.
minority.
He fucking.
Keep telling yourself that.
Right, he took all of them.
Because what's happening is not only
He took all
happening
the
to
swing
Democrats,
states.
it's
Fucking
happening
slapped
to
you.
everyone. And when the Medicaid cuts go in,
Fucking slapped you
old
guys
people are going to start to die.
The Democrats were
to
all like,
die.
"Oh no, we don't need to take
What
any
he's
of the
done
swing
yet
states.
hasn't
Oh
even
no,
hit
man,
us
we
yet.
got this." That's
And
they
if
failed
he's not stopped
miserably.
now, we have lost our country. And I don't know. Nicole,
Failures. You should
how
all
it is that
fucking go
some
find a
people
club.
cannot see it. My therapist said, "Why are you so upset?" And I said to her, "Why are you not?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Listen,
mean, you
you're
look.
a
You could
newscaster,
just take the
but I
simplest
gotta tell
path
you,
and
when
just
they
jump off
run
a
the
cliff,
UN
right?
speech,
If you really want.
It's time to end the failed experiment of open
so
borders. You have
sorry.
to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
and they don't come back and say
Your
that
countries are
was
going to, dude.
insane.
Honestly, we should
Did
get
you
that
hear what
soundbite.
the president
Your
did?
countries are
That's
going
what
to
we
hell.
need from the newscasters, but they kick you right out.
Fucking Trump
Terry
saying
Moran,
that at
Jim
the UN
Acosta,
conference
see
was
ya.
fucking
Wouldn't
crazy.
want to be ya.
He
You
just-
dare
he
stand up
he
to the
called all
Fuhrer?
those
You
countries
bet
out.
your ass you do. And if you don't stand
With
up
all the
now,
fucking
we're going to be
immigration
like Nazi
bullshit.
Germany.
Oh, it's not too serious, madam. You should recover in a few weeks.
Yeah, that
Good,
Trump delirium syndrome.
I mean,
Really
as
getting
bad
to
as
her.
ever, but lots of sunshine. I hate sunshine.
And they do
Oh,
suffer from
I
Trump
hate
derangement
sunshine.
syndrome at a high level. And I
You
guess
need
I'm honored
sunshine,
by
though. It's
that.
good for you. Alright, there you go. Stevity again. Oh yeah, this happened. Apparently there was some kind of YouTuber out in LA. I don't know what happened. Apparently he got his bodyguards around. Oh, is it Kai Cenat? Was Kai, cause apparently Kai was in LA, I guess. I wonder if it's Kai. Oh yeah, it is Kai. Yeah, I can see, yeah, it's Kai Cenat. I mean, not Kai, I'm sorry, I show speed. Well, I mean, they both do the same bullshit, so I mean. Yeah, it's I Show Speed. Yeah, apparently he's in LA for some reason. I guess he's on his oh yeah, he's on his like world tour or some shit around the United States. Or he's on his United States tour or whatever. But yeah, he's got a bunch of cameramen and bodyguards around him and shit. Oh, he I Show Speed's not gonna like that I called him Kai Cenat. I mean, I mean, you guys are practically the fucking same people. Both are stereotypical retards. God. I mean, they make a lot of money, but they're stereotypical retards for on the camera. They're clowns. They're professional clowns. Anyways, female teacher who molested boy 11 then blamed him for coming onto her learns her fate. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. This bitch was like, this bitch tried to say, "Oh no, the kid was trying to come on to me. It was the kid's fault, not mine." I was seduced. I was seduced. A former teacher who admitted sexually assaulting an 11-year-old boy, whom she claimed came onto her, was sentenced to 10 years behind bars on Thursday. So she was finally sentenced. This case has been going on for a while, right? Or, well, for a year now, I guess. I mean, that's a while, right? You would think that it would happen, right? You would get the hearing faster, but, you know. Allie Bardfield, 34, who worked as a substitute at Decatur public schools in Illinois. Oh, it was Illinois. Crime-ridden state. Was taken into custody in April 2024 after the youngster helped police in a sting operation. The mother of 3 has since pleaded guilty to predatory criminal sexual assault of a child, admitting that she lured the 6th grade student to her home for play dates before raping him. Her crime first came to light last year after the boy's mother noticed him acting differently following an overnight stay at the teacher's home on March 29th. The concerned mother went through his phone and said she found text messages between her son and Bardfield, as well as photos of them together, including one in which they were flipping off the camera, swearing. She also discovered that the teacher had sent her son about $700 over the course of several months. Wait, holy shit, really? What the fuck? She confronted her child about this situation, and the child disclosed he had unprotected sexual intercourse with Allie Bardfield on the night of March 29th, an arrest affidavit by Mount Zion police read. The mother then took her child to HSHS St. John's Hospital, where staff administered a rape kit. Oh god, she has the suicide jacket on, dude. They gave her the suicide vest? Oh shit, was she, I guess she was suicidal a bit? What the fuck? When police then questioned the boy, he told them Barfield took him to her bedroom where they kissed, and she took off both of their clothes. There you have it. They then had intercourse on her bed, which she had shared with her husband, Casey Newton Barfield. Jesus Christ. A construction worker, the boy said. It remains unclear why the boy was staying at his teacher's house while her family was away. Yeah, that's weird. But in the aftermath, the boy said he and Barfield exchanged nude photos on Snapchat. Oh, there it is. Going on to a different platform to facilitate illegal things. Oh boy, Snapchat, another thing like Discord, yes? This is why I say you should nuke Discord, nuke Snapchat, nuke social media for that matter. Kids should not be on this fucking shit, man. After hearing what had happened, cops devised a plan with the boy and his mother to get Barfield to incriminate herself in text messages and record calls with him. As part of the scheme, the youngster texted the substitute that he was going out of town, but he had hoped to see her again when he came back. I love you and I miss you, Allie. When I come back, I'll see if I can come over, he wrote. Barfield allegedly replied, "You're always welcome. I love you and miss you. I love and miss you, too." So there you have it. So this is where the officers, right, or the police officers or sheriffs come to interrogate her or ask her questions. Officers also obtained a court order for a wiretap and had the boy call Barfield later that day when she told him her tubes are tied and that she cannot get pregnant. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Holy. The victim asked Allie if he came over this weekend, if they could do it again. Allie responded, yes. The affidavit continued. Well, I mean, look, they're getting the statements, man. Police arrested Barfield at her home in Mount Zion, Illinois, hours later with body camera footage showing her appearing shocked as officers arrived at her door and told her she was being taken into custody. She then allegedly admitted to the crime but claimed the boy had made sexual advances toward her. Uh-oh. I wonder how that works, but sure, okay. Barfield also said she gave him money via Cash App. And exchanged naked photographs on Snapchat with him, according to police. Yeah, no, that's strange. Yeah, no, that's weird. Decatur Public Schools fired Barfield shortly after the allegations emerged, and she pleaded guilty as part of the deal 16 months later. Oh, she took a plea deal. Negotiations between prosecution and defense in the aftermath resulted in prosecutors asking for a 40-year sentence, but the exact length of her prison stay was ultimately up to Judge Rodney Forbes. Forbes to decide. His name is Forbes. Nice. Like the real estate, or not real estate, the business analyst stuff. Anyways, company. At the hearing on Thursday, the judge heard statements from the boy's father, who said his son has not been the same since he was sexually assaulted. Prosecutors also noted that the boy was permanently traumatized by the experience, and said Barfield's actions also affected his family, arguing she betrayed all mothers. WCIA reports. The former teacher also delivered remarks in which she admitted her wrongdoing and expressed her desire to go back in time and not make the same error. She noted that she is a mother of 3, with one child the same age as the victim, and because of her actions, she lost her relationship with her husband and children as well as her home. Well, you should have thought of that before you did some weird shit with a kid, man. Barfield's defense, presenting mitigating factors, included letters and statements from her family and friends asking the judge for an 8-year sentence, arguing that the mother has taken responsibility for her actions. I'm pretty sure a lawyer had some saying that, right? Because that's very specific, right? Has no prior criminal history and has mental health issues that she has attended counseling for. Right? This sounds like given right because what this tells me is all of these people wrote victim impact statements and asked for an 8-year and asking for the judge for an 8-year sentence. So that means the lawyers got together with the family and friends to ask the judge, right? And that's the way I see it. Anyways, after hearing the argument, Judge Forbes sentenced Barfield to 10 years in prison with credit for time spent in custody, about 18 months, and a half credit for time she has spent in Macomb County, or Macomb, I don't know, county jail, about another 10 months. She will also be recommended for mental health treatment while in prison, according to WICS. Once out of prison, Barfield will be on parole for anywhere from 3 years to life and will be required to register as a sex offender for life. Well, I mean, because she did the thing. And deciding the sentence, Judge Forbes said he was mindful that this was Barfield's first offense of any kind, the Herald Review reported. He went on to say he believed the defendant, who sobbed throughout the proceedings and said she was sorry, and rehabilitative potential. But the decision angered the child's family, who got up and immediately left the courtroom following the sentence. Well, I mean, the family wants to see this person hung, to be honest. It could then be heard crying out, "It's a joke," and other protests as they walked away. Macomb County State's Attorney Diane Corey also said wholeheartedly stands by her recommendation for 40 years behind bars. The Macomb County State's Attorney's Office takes crimes against children very seriously, and as such recommended a sentence appropriate to the offense, she said in a statement. A victim of 6 offenses carries the burden of the trauma for the rest of their lives, Corey continued. As the defendant was in a position of trust as a substitute teacher, the level of egregiousness, of this offense requires a substantial sentence. I hate to say it, but it's the same with police officers. It's the same with lawyers, right? Basically, if you're a public servant, you're, in a sense, held to a higher standard. She concluded by saying her office will continue to seek just sentences in cases where the victims are the most vulnerable. There you have it. All right. No, we got this. I need a break. I need to get some water.
Operation Midway Blitz is in full swing. Hundreds of federal agents stormed an apartment complex earlier today in a multi-agency raid, and they arrested more than a dozen people. Authorities say they were targeting members of the vicious Tren de Aragua gang. Yet Democrats keep on pushing back against efforts to take those violent, criminal, illegal immigrants off the streets.
This stunt has nothing to do with public safety. This is about politics, money, and power.
They're not targeting violent criminals or gang members. They're arresting tamale vendors and delivery men and shaking down families. One thing is clear, none of what Trump is doing
do I gotta
is
pull up
making
those
Illinois
photos
safer.
of illegal aliens?
Well, more fallout over protesting and rioting at an ICE facility just outside of Chicago over the weekend. At least 5 anti-ICE rioters are now facing federal charges. One allegedly threatened to kill a Border Patrol agent. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin is at that facility in Broadview, Illinois, outside Chicago. Mike.
And Harris, let me start you on in Chicago's South Side, where there's an apartment building that the federal agent said had been overrun with squatters, and then criminal illegal aliens started bullying that squatter population into submission. They believe there were several wanted individuals connected to South American gangs in that population. So you had all these federal agents come together for an unprecedented effort, FBI, ATF, ICE, and Border Patrol, to overrun that building last night and take control.
So you got a lot of agencies involved.
And that helicopter has just inserted snipers for the protection.
Oh, they got the Black Hawk. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, they got a whole fucking. They got a whole squad. Oh shit. They went in. Oh, they locked down this whole fucking block. Oh, it's an apartment. It's another apartment complex.
Is now just taken off. This is really an unprecedented show of federal force.
Just like in Colorado, man. It's fucking Chicago, man. They're in the apartment complexes, man.
They detained about 24 people, searching only apartments where no rent was being paid. So far, we don't know if they got the high-value targets they've been tracking. One guy did display a Tren de Aragua tattoo. But the new detainees are being held and processed at this ICE facility.
So they've been holding down. So they took over this. I guess the apartment complex and was not paying any rent. Right.
Rioters, 5 of them charged federally, and as you mentioned earlier, one of these rioters who's been charged threatened to kill ICE agents here at this facility. Harris?
Mike, thank you very much.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily.
Man, they got the
Campagno.
Black
Catch
Hawk.
me and my
Man, they
co-hosts
got.
Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on
They brought in the
Outnumbered
big one.
every weekday at 12
It's
p.m.
like, yes.
Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox.
All right, there you have it, man. That was. I gotta get. I gotta get a picture of the fucking Black Hawk later. Dude, when they got the Black Hawk down, I was all like, that's what it reminded me of. FBI, open up! Dude, you're a fucking liar. You were trying to protect these people under, like, sanctuary city bullshit. Fuck you, Mayor Brandon Johnson. You're a piece of shit. You're trying to help criminals. You're a lawless fuckhead. Fuck you. Sorry. It's true, though. He's a lawless fucking cunt. Anyways, mom stunned school board meeting as she strips to protest transgender students using girls' lockers room. She went far. Holy. California school board meeting descended into chaos when a local woman stripped in an effort to protest transgender students using girls' locker rooms. Oh, fuck. Now, I guess we have to watch the video now. Because, like... Looks like when I no, Sarah, no, stop, what? Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Right now at this school district, we have children self-identifying into different.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, ma'am, you cannot. Yeah, you can see all the politicians are like, ma'am, you cannot. Yeah, they're obviously gonna. Yeah, basically they're gonna take a recess. So basically, when that happens, they have to take a recess and they won't, right? Because they think you're being unserious. And are there just to cause problems. Anyways. I mean, at the end of the day, right, those guys fucking cause problems too. Because they enact weird fucking policies that allow this bullshit, so. I mean, to each their own. Right? Tit for tat. Anyways. Beth Bourne, the chair of Moms for Liberty in Yolo County. Oh my god. Pulled a stunt at the Davis Joint Unified School Board meeting on September 18th when she discussed the junior high school locker room policies. She said she wanted the board members to feel the vulnerability she believes students face when classmates choose a locker room based on gender identity, noting that the district requires students to undress for physical education, ABC 10 reports. So I'm going to just give you an idea what it looks like when I undress. A 50-year-old activist said, removing her shirt to expose a bikini top underneath. This school district is saying that depending on a child's transgender identity, that they can pick which bathroom they want. Bourne continued. Right now, with this school district, we have children self-identifying into different bathrooms just based off. She said as she removed her pants, prompting one trustee to call out, "No, you cannot." Yeah, obviously. But Bourne did not back down, firing back at the trustee. "I have my bathing suit on. Excuse me, this is allowed." Jeez. I mean, not really. Yeah, yeah. At that point, Vice President Hiram Jackson, who was filling in for Board President Joe Denunzio, is leading the meeting, declared a recess. "I've got to finish my comments," Bourne yelled back. "You're violating my First Amendment right. I am putting on my," he said before her microphone was cut off. When the meeting then reconvened, Bourne was given a second chance to talk, with Jackson inviting the now fully clothed activist to finish her remarks. "If you disrupt the meeting again, I will just gavel it in recess and you will be asked to leave," he warned. Yeah, I mean, look, these people are right. Those guys, they're not like judges, or right. They're there to talk to you about what's happening. They're there to get your opinion. They're there to get your comments, right? And then they see if there's really right. They're there to investigate, not really investigate, but it's a hearing, right? Anyways. When the meeting reconvened, Bourne was given a second chance to talk. Right? "If you disrupt the meeting," but Bourne feigned innocence, asking if she was allowed to wear her bathing suit and saying, "I'm not sure if that's why I disrupted." Without an answer, Bourne once again took off her shirt. As soon as the superintendent Best instructed staff to restart the clock on her public remarks. The flagrant display forced Jackson to strike the gavel again, even though Bourne argued, "This is a bathing suit top. It doesn't matter, lady. If you're not going to be serious, they're just going to fucking kick you out." A second recess then ensured for about half an hour, at which point Bourne was ejected and escorted out of the building by police, according to the Davis Enterprise. In a statement, Board President Denunzio explained that the board requires that public presentations to the board comply with certain procedures. In cases where the conduct disrupts the normal course of business, the board chairperson may pause the meeting and request that those disrupting leave the chambers, he noted. By 7:15 p.m., a police report was taken accusing Bourne of disturbing the peace. Well, almost, yeah. At a certain point, she was gonna get like public indecency too, right? Especially in a government building like that too. Davis Davis police, also with a bunch of people around, you don't know if there's kids and children there because, well, it's a public, right, government building. Anyways, Davis Police Lieutenant John Avens told the Davis Enterprise that cops. Anyways, there's a right time, place, and manner for things, is what these people are gonna say, right? Whether it's judges or these politicians, look, there's a time, place, and manner for everything, right? Or even lawyers. Documents see meets elements of Penal Code 403. A misdemeanor offense of willfully disturbing or breaking up a lawful public meeting or assembly. There you go. So they're going to get her on that. If it does, and the school board decides it would like to pursue the matter, the case would likely be forwarded to the Yolo County District Attorney's Office for further review. Trustee Cecilia Escamilla Greenwald told the Vanguard that the board is now considering its next steps. We are going to be meeting about this, about what to do in such situations. And we're going to, I know that our superintendent is going to be speaking with council to see what can be done, because it's very inappropriate for anybody to be coming before the board and behaving in such a manner, she said. But Borns said she felt her First Amendment rights were being violated and is now consulting with an attorney. She explained to CBS News that she felt that the only way to get the board's attention was to take the drastic measure, noting that she has gone in front of the board every month for the last 3 years to share her concerns about the locker room policies. I wanted to give them more of a visual. What does it really look like changing, and what would it feel like to have somebody in the opposite sex watching you change? Lauren says she now feels she got her point across. If the adults don't feel comfortable watching someone, and I'm a 50-year-old woman, how can they expect girls to feel comfortable doing that in the locker room, she asked, rhetorically. The more open dialogue, open debate we can have on topics that are controversial, I think we are going to end up having a safer society, she added. Isn't this a federal crime after Trump? It was a very liberal, progressive place. Anyways, there you have it. Old lady tries to go crazy, right? And tries to go indecent. What do we got here? Beloved. 135-year-old chain permanently closes all 65 stores after blistering bankruptcy. End of an era. Oof. Ripping pepperonis. The Great American Drugstore Shakeout has claimed another victim, as yet another regional favorite vanishes from High Street. After 135 years in business, one of Washington's most iconic pharmacy chains has shut its doors for good, closing its final 3 locations as last weekend after weeks of inventory blowouts. The collapse follows a wave of struggles across the sector, with giants such as Rite Aid filing for bankruptcy and Walgreens and CVS also shuttering hundreds of stores as customers' habits shift and financial pressures mount. Yeah, basically the Rite Aid near my place had to close down, apparently. I don't know why. Probably because of this. And I had to change drugstores, basically. The latest casualty in Bartell Drugs, a Seattle-based chain once beloved for its local identity and community focus, founded in 1890. It was acquired by Rite Aid in 2020 when it had 67 stores. But years of turmoil at both companies saw locations gradually rebranded or shuttered before the final closures in Kirkland, Mill Creek, and Gig Harbor. Molly Laventer, 48, described the closings as the end of an era to the Seattle Times. As Laventer stood outside the Bartell and Gig Harbor, its windows plastered with yellow banners, she said, "I grew up with Bartells. This is like watching my childhood go away." Bartell Drugs was well known in the pungent Puget Sound region for its local focused customers service and community involvement. Involvement. It had a strong local identity and often carried products from local vendors and supported local events. The store's headquarters was in Seattle, Washington, I guess, right? Where it was established in 1890 by George H. Bartell Sr. Bartell Drugs was considered the oldest family-owned drugstore chain in the U.S. The chain's financial woes came slowly and then all at once. So basically, an old American heavy hitter has finally collapsed, right? In July, 2 months after Rite Aid filed its second bankruptcy, CVS said it would take 20 of the remaining 34 Bartell stores. CVS spent the summer rebranding the chosen locations. The 14 stores left over saw their pharmacies shutter and prescriptions sent to nearby CVS locations. Signs outside started coming down and liquidation teams arrived to sell the remaining inventory. Iconic candy, wine, and gifts that once lined the drugstore's shelves and disappeared as bargain hunters moved down the aisle in search of final deals. Right, we tried to stay local and quirky, recalled John Lewis, 56, Bartell's former regional manager and food and beverage buyer, who stopped by the Mill Creek store Friday to visit a former coworker. For Bartell's employees and shoppers, the closure were hardly surprising after Rite Aid acquired the chain years ago. It became clear that things were going downhill. Rite Aid hoped the acquisition would help its own financial struggles, and the larger drugstore brand had promised to maintain Bartell's unique business model. However, the pandemic turned Rite Aid's problems into a full-blown disaster, and both brands got to the point of no return. Damn. You can blame Biden for that, too. Rite Aid quickly became one of the nation's most popular pharmaceutical chains after opening its first store in Pennsylvania in 1962. At its peak in 2008, the chain was operating over 5,000 locations, making it the third largest pharmacy in the U.S. The chain had been struggling for quite some time before it was forced to file for bankruptcy in 2023. By the time the chain was operating 2,100 stores and planning to close hundreds after receiving $3.5 billion in new financing to create a restructuring plan. The plan was initially successful. After slashing $2 billion in debt and securing $2.5 billion in exit financing, however, its reconstruction efforts slowly crumbled. And by April of this year, Rite Aid was plotting its second bankruptcy. Jesus. Second one. Oof. Rite Aid has not been the only major pharmacy to struggle. Even CVS has been forced to shut locations across the country. Earlier this year, the drugstore, which had over 9,000 locations across the U.S., confirmed that 270 stores would shutter this year. The closures, which the company initially announced in October last year, have been underway in several states, with Alabama, New York, Maryland, Missouri seeing the largest number of closures. There you have it. And your original American company goes down in flames because they can't keep up. They cannot keep up. And then we got our last one. Anti-aging one supplement slashes risk of heart disease deaths by almost a third. Like I said, we got a mixed bag. Scientists at one of America's top hospitals have found that a compound found in cocaine, so cocaine, the coca leaves, can dramatically protect the heart, reducing the risk of cardiovascular death by nearly a third. Actually, I don't know if it's the same, actually, so don't quote me on that one. Researchers at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Massachusetts tested the ability of coca extract supplements to reduce markers of inflammation in people's blood that raise the risks of heart disease, rheumatoid arthritis, cognitive decline, and dementia, type 2 diabetes, and age-related muscle wasting. Flavonols are considered the key active component behind the anti-inflammatory properties observed in coca extract. Flavonols directly neutralize free radicals or unstable molecules that cause stress and damage cells. So basically, in a sense, what you basically to promote like whenever you have like whenever you're in pain, you want to ice pack or you want a heat pack, right, for your sore area. So basically what that does is you slow down the blood flow or you speed up the blood flow, right? Where were we? Molecules that cause stress and damage cells, which is a significant trigger for inflammation. Suppress the production of pro-inflammatory proteins like the cytokines mentioned in the study and reduce the activation of genes that are involved in the inflammatory response. Over a course of a year, the group taking the coca extract saw an 8% drop in a key marker of inflammation compared to the group taking the placebo, reducing their overall heart disease risk. The researchers believe that coca extract supplements, which are priced between $15 and $45, could be the solution for slowing inflaming, a term they coined by combining inflammation and aging. It describes the chronic low-grade and systematic inflammation that slowly builds up in the body as people get older. In a way, I guess you're not wrong. But I mean, look, there's still people who are like 100 years old who are still like, still look pretty healthy in a sense, right? 90 years old. I mean, it just depends, right? Depends how much your body is recovering itself and able to heal itself. Dr. Yanbin Dong, senior study author and director of Augusta University's Georgia Prevention Institute, said in a statement, while coca extract is not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle, these are results of encouraging and highlight its potential role in modulating inflammation as we again age. Coca flavanol supplements are widely available for purchase online and in health food stores, vitamin shops, and pharmacies, but supplements are not regulated tightly, and therefore buyers can never be absolutely certain that they are buying both safe and effective. Right. Dr. Howard Sesso, Associate Director of the Division of Preventive Medicine at Brigham and Women's Hospital, said, "We also appreciate the important overlap between healthy aging and cardiovascular health, where aging-related inflammation can harden arteries and lead to cardiovascular diseases." So basically getting your arteries clogged by like plaque in a sense, right? Or cholesterol molecules. Because of that, or calcium molecules or whatever. We wanted to see whether multi-year coca extract supplementation versus a placebo could modulate inflaming, and the data suggests it does. The finding published in the in the journal Age and Aging, some of the part of coca supplement and multivitamin outcome study, Cosmos, a landmark clinical trial investigating the health effects of coca flavonols by taking 500 milligrams of coca extract supplements. Scientists identify five different five different markers in the blood. Sorry, I'm a little tired. And play different roles in the generation and reduction on inflammation that affects the heart. The results showed, the coca extract had a targeted effect. It significantly reduced levels of CRP, a key marker of systematic inflammation associated with heart disease. After 2 years, the group taking the coca extract saw a significant year-over-year drop of 8.4% in hsCRP. Conversely, it increased levels of IFNY, a marker that plays a vital role in the immune system, stimulating immune cells and killer cells to protect against infections and clear tumor cells from the body. There you go. So, okay. So it's the coca plant they're talking about. So chocolate. The research, basically pure coca, right? Coca plant. The chocolate, yes. If you make that properly and use extracts, it's healthy because it is a plant. Yeah. The researchers found that the supplement also, there's beans and also caused a noticeable increase in a different immune molecule called the interferon gamma. This, they said, suggests that it may be claiming that harmful chronic inflammation, hsCRP, while potentially enhancing the body's defensive forces, IFNY. Cardiovascular disease is the nation's #1 killer. Heart attacks, strokes, stuff like that. Wait, what? Vascular nation. Oh, okay. Sorry. Responsible for one. I lost my place. I was like, I forgot where it was. Sorry. Responsible for one death every 34 seconds in the U.S. according to the CDC. The researchers emphasized that while the reduction of inflammation is a promising sign, it does not conclusively prove that the supplement will prevent disease or extend lifespan, noting that further study is essential. So basically, as supplements do, they're just supplements. Cesso said, the study calls for more attention to the advantage of plant-based foods for cardiovascular health, including coca products rich in flavonols. It reinforces the importance of a diverse, colorful plant-based diet, especially in the context of inflammation. All right, there you have it. You heard it here, folks. Yeah, you 90 dark chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Just eat 90% dark chocolate or mix baking coca with a mashed banana. Yeah, basically. Yes, it is it's obviously an advertisement for supplements. Right. I mean, this whole thing reads like an advertisement for supplements, right? But I mean, yes, it's an advertisement, but on the other spectrum, they're not wrong in the aspect that yes, coca does have properties, healthy properties. But yes, they're just trying to get you to buy their fucking product. Yeah. Anyways. There you have it. I will put all the sources and links in the description and whatnot, so you can check them out. But yeah, that is all the news there.